What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Taurean Reloaded channel. If you are new, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell and have your notifications set to all. And be sure to comment, like, and share this content on your various social media platforms. So today we will be talking about what I claim to be one of my top 5 most corrupt police departments in America, and that is the LAPD. And I believe I have them at number 2. And honestly, I probably would have left this story alone if this came from any other department, but because it came from the LAPD and I have a point to prove, not that I really need to prove it because it's been proven on many occasions, I said, you know what, why not keep proving it? We have this story right here. Now in this picture you see a man by the name of Houston Tipping. He was a former law enforcement personnel or cop for the LAPD. And the reason why I'm speaking of him in past tense is because this man was killed by his co-workers, I guess you can say, because they were doing something called a mob training. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, mob training? What part of the game is this? Like, I didn't know that was part of the departments to actually do something like this, or maybe it just wasn't for me to know and only for them to know. And when it comes to the LAPD, it's no surprise to anyone that a lot of the cops that are in those departments, especially in the LAPD, have gang ties. No one is surprised by that, especially for those who live in the Los Angeles area, knows that that department as a whole has gang affiliations. So when I heard this, I said that doesn't shock me. So this right here is blue on blue crime or cop on cop crime. I wonder if the Blue Lives Matter crowd is going to speak on this. Most likely not, but I'm going to speak on it and give my take after I read this article coming from the New York Post, posted June 26, 2022. An LAPD officer was beaten to death by fellow officers during a training that simulated a mob attack, a wrongful death claim filed by his mother. Houston Tipping, age 32, died 3 days after an on-duty accident at the department's Elysian Park Academy on May 26. Tipping was acting as a bike instructor in a scenario that involved grappling with another officer, LAPD said in a statement after his death. At some point, Officer Tipping fell to the floor and suffered a catastrophic spinal cord injury. Tipping's mother, Shirley Huffman, filed a notice of claim against the city on Friday, alleging wrongful death and civil rights violations, the Los Angeles Times reported. Such claims are often precede lawsuits. Huffman's claim alleges her son was repeatedly struck in the head severely enough that he bled, and that he suffered multiple breaks in his neck, causing his death, the Times report. Other officers had previously been injured in the exercise, bringing the training into question before Tipping died. LAPD declined to comment on the claim. The department is internally investigating, no surprise there, the incident to see if there are any changes that need to be made. If there's any changes that need to be made, you mean to tell me that this happening isn't enough to make you want to change anything? After all, one of your cops did die on this so-called mob training that I didn't even know these departments even had. Well, maybe all of them don't have it. Maybe some of them do. But now we know that this one does. Let me finish this off. Tipping, a 5-year department veteran, had worked as a patrol officer in the San Fernando Valley. Like I said, it doesn't surprise me that this is the LAPD that engaged in this kind of activity. It doesn't surprise me that they're the ones that are, or the ones that were behind this man's death. But I want to get back to this quote where they said that they want to do an internal investigation to see if there's any changes that need to be made. How about getting rid of it altogether? Because they said this isn't the first incident where something like this has happened, but it's the first time, at least that we know of, that someone died from it. They said this guy suffered a severe spinal cord injury, and he was beaten so bad that he bled, and he ended up dying. And this happened back in May. Here we are a month later. This article was written a whole month after this happened. So this man's been dead for about a month, pretty much a month. If he was killed on May 26th, and it's June 26th that this story went up. But it's almost sounding like to me that they're trying to cover this up as well. If his mother did not come out and say anything, this story would have never seen the light of day. And even then, they're probably still trying to keep it hush hush. Even the part when they're talking about doing an internal investigation, which we know this is just them investigating themselves, just shows you that not much will come of this. Now, what makes this interesting is that this is a PC cop that this happened to. This did not happen to a black cop. So they can't even use I don't know what the other cops look like, but let's hypothetically say that they're PC as well. In LA, they might be Hispanic or Mexican or a mixture of PC and Mexican. They won't be able to use the racial angle on it because this man is not black. So that's out the window. I wonder if PC on PC crime is going to come into play. Because they love to talk about black on black crime whenever they can. But this shows you right here how corrupt these departments is, even to people that look like him. Like, I wonder if it was something else going on in the department, because this guy was not a rookie. He wasn't just coming in. They said he was a 5-year vet. I wonder if it was something personal that was going on between him and whoever did this to him. And then this also makes me think about Christopher Dorner and what he did back in 2013. Because he used to work for the LAPD. And he saw some stuff. And that's what made him pop off the way that he did. So I'm trying to cover all my bases here. Because mob training, I did not know that was a thing. I wonder, is there anyone out there that's listening to this video? Can y'all tell me if you ever heard of mob training before? Because I've never heard of it. But this is the LAPD. This could be regulated just to them for all we know. Because like I said, the LAPD is known to have gang affiliations, whether from within the department or from outside of it, on the department. But a lot of these police departments around the establishment have gang affiliations. Like they have people that work with on the outside, and some people that work from within. I've always said that a lot of these police departments operate like organized gangs anyway. After all, they got something called the Fraternal Order of the Fraternal Order of the Police, the FOP. So there's that. And with that being said, that's going to be my take on this story.